And now from Fox 55 News, this is your local sports.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Well, the state's second season is officially here. The high school boys basketball sectional playoffs tipping off tonight all across the state. Plenty of action to get to for you, so let's get to it. We're going to start our night in Class 4A, Sectional 6, down at Huntington North. The host Vikings taking on the state's third-ranked Homestead Spartans. First quarter, Homestead doing Homestead things. That's Andrew Leeper with the slam. The Hope commit with 13. Later in the frame, Fletcher Lawyer. That's a little too easy for Fletch. Steps back, cans the three ball. Sparty has a three-point lead after one. Vikes answer in the second, Will Hotchkiss kisses home the baby hook. Later on, they go right back inside to him, and Hotchkiss does his thing again. He had a team-high 16 points, did Hotchkiss, but Lawyer and Homestead not having any of it. The Purdue signee with a game-high 26 points. Spartans take care of business, 56-43 the final. They're going to see New Haven Friday at 6. Other side of the bracket, Southside taking on an upstart Columbia City team tonight. I thought this one was going to be a pretty good game, and early on, it looked like it. Eagles hanging tight. Andrew Hedrick cleans up the Mason Baker miss. He had a Baker's dozen. It's a 2-point ball game, but this one was all south side the rest of the night. Omarion Washington, friendly roll. He had 9, and that started the south side roll. Later on, Derek Rook pokes the ball away. Going to get it right on back, and he's going to slam it on home. He had a game-high 20 points. Archers double up Columbia City, 78-39 your final. They're going to face Wayne Friday night in the late game. We move on to Sectional 5 up at DeKalb. Snyder taking on Northside tonight. Legends beat the Panthers by 21 earlier this year. Tonight, much closer. Third quarter, Jordan Lee, the prayer at the buzzer, and it's answered. Snyder up 3 after 3. Legends hung around in the fourth, though. Under a minute to play, Ryan Collins from the corner. He had 14, puts Northside back in front, but right back the other way. The Panthers answer. Aiden Lambert, 3-ball from the corner. He had 15. Panthers back in front by a point, and that's your final margin. Snyder, they advance with the 60-59 win. They're going to see DeKalb in the sectional semis Friday at 6. Staying at DeKalb, other side of the bracket, Northrop taking on East Noble. Good game when we picked things up in the first half. Ball finds its way to Owen Ritchie. He hits from deep. That caps an 8-0 E-end run, puts the Knights on top. But the Bruins answer before the half. Jaden Schmenk pokes the ball free from Keegan Foster. He finishes. Northrop up 2 at half. The Knights, they would hang around early on in the second. Big Chris Hood. He's got that Brad Miller blood in him. Finishes off 2 of his team-high 33 does the Ball State football signee, but unfortunately not enough to match Jalen Jackson and the Bruins. 30 of the UIC signees, 37 coming in the second half. Northrop advances with the 83-72 dub. They're going to see Carroll in the late game Friday. All right, final 4A stop comes in Elkhart. Sectional 4 showdown between Penn and Warsaw. Late first quarter, Tigers down 5. Tyler Kuhn buries the 3 at the horn. Makes it a 2-point game after 1. Kingsman, though, would dominate the second. Marcus Burton cans the jumper. Game-high 26 points from him. Penn outscores Warsaw 12-2 in the frame, and their defense did the rest. Dominic Bonner with the swat on one end and then back the other way. You're going to see him with the finish. Kingsman and Warsaw season 67-56 the final. Tigers finish the year 16-8. All right, we bump down to Class 3A now. Sectional 21 at Wawasee Tippy Valley. They take down West Noble 60-55. Vikings move on to see 3A number 3 Northwood Friday night at 7:30. Elsewhere in Class 3A, Sectional 22 at Garrett. 8th-ranked Leo taking on Angola. Lions led 25-2 at half, and they kept their foot on the gas to start the third. Cademan Bontrager, big finish from the big fella. Slams at home, and if 1 is good, hey, well, 2 is better. Later on, nice big-to-big passing here. DJ Allen finds Bontrager for another dunk. 15 points, 4 boards for the IWU signee. And then later, you're going to see Luke LaGrange with a nice little finish down inside. Leo going to roll in this one, 48-15. The final. Lions move on to face Lures in the sectional semis Friday at 6. Over to Norwell, Sectional 23 action. The host Knights taking on Heritage in the opening game. Norwell took down Heritage earlier this year pretty handily. Heritage looking for a little revenge early. That was Luke Saylor using the pick. It's the 3-ball to fall. Pats get the ball right back, but hey, they turn it right back over. Jake Parker back the other way. Bucket, foul. He ties this game up. Heritage would try to stick around. Later on, you're going to see Saylor again. Gets to the paint, gets the floater to fall, but unfortunately, they needed a lot more than just that. Cohen Bailey back the other way from the corner in transition. Norwell going to run away with this thing, 72-54. Knights going to face Eastern in the sectional semis on Friday. Other side of that bracket, Belmont battling things out with Mississinawa. Braves start things out hot. Andrew James open for 3, and he drills it. Belmont takes the early lead. Ole Miss would come down the other way and answer. Ty Newsome. You're going to see him tickle the twine from distance. Indians close the gap, but right before the quarter ends, Isaiah Wellman and Jack Scheinman playing a little two-man game. Wellman gives it to Scheinman, who gives it right back, and Wellman says, well, man, if you're going to leave me that open. Braves take the lead, and they don't look back. They win 54-43. They're going to face Oak Hill Friday night in the sectional semis. Down in Sectional 24 at Newcastle, Jay County pulling off the upset over the state's 6th-ranked host, 44-33. They're going to see Hamilton Heights Friday night in the semis at 6. In Class 2A, Sectional 35 at Westview, number 3 Central Noble handles Churubusco tonight, 71-55. CN will face Prairie Heights Friday night at 6 o'clock. Staying in Class 2A, Sectional 36 down at Bluffton, South Adams taking on Whitco. Third quarter. Here come the Wildcats. Riley Harmon, just a freshman, folks, buries the 3-ball, but they weren't done. Later on, you're going to see him go inside. This time, it's Mason Strebe with the bucket. Makes it a 6-point ball game. The Stars would hang around. Trey Schock pinballs his way into the lane, gets the 2 to fall somehow. But this one was all Whitco late. Colin Zebarth. You're going to see him with the bucket here. Wildcats go on to take this one pretty handily in the end. 49-36, your final tonight. So they're going to move on to see the winner of the late game between Manchester and defending state champion Blackhawks. Squires strike first. Gavin Benton starts the scoring with the quick deuce. But Blackhawk, they got hot early and often. Lewis Jones hitting from downtown gives the Braves the lead right on back. Squires, give them credit. They hung around early on at least. Cade Jones gives them the lead right back here with the bucket of his own, but it was all Blackhawk tonight. Make no mistakes about it. Jake Boyer, give him the bucket right here. Braves roll 70-39. They'll face Whitco Friday night in the sectional semis. In Class 1A, Sectional 51 at Fremont, the host Eagles down Hamilton 88-22. They're going to face Bethany Christian on Friday nights. And in Sectional 53 at Southern Wells, Southwood edges Northfield 56-50. Lakeland Christian takes down Smith Academy 58-47.